Superman. James Gunn's Superman.
Done.
Superman, man. It's a Superman movie. I mean, kind of. I mean, it is Superman.
It is
It's
Superman.
kind of popcorn movie.
It's a little kid's movie.
You don't get the origin of Superman. Superman already exists, and he's there. I thought this movie was fine. We saw it. We saw it in 4DX, which
4DX?
I think enhanced why I liked it at first.
Mhm.
Then I resaw it in regular IMAX 3D. It wasn't as good.
You're not being jolted back and forth.
You had me
and-
violently ripped from your seat.
God.
And that was before you got into the theater.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have that barbecue chicken pizza. Casey.
Wait, how do you eat food at a 4DX?
You eat food before the 4DX when it
Yeah.
starts.
You think. You
People need
think.
to learn their lesson. Don't show up to a movie right when it starts and barely order your food and then try to eat it while you're in a movie where the seats are doing this. You have to order your popcorn, eat at least half of it before the movie
No,
starts.
It's got to be gone or on the floor. Put it on the floor.
True.
Now, we saw it together, and there was two people just sat next to us right when it was about to start. Had like popcorn, a sandwich, and they're trying to have a drink. It just starts moving, and they're like, "Nope."
They did not last 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, they're out. It's because in the 4DX theater, you have to come in early.
It lasted
but I think
longer
that,
than Ozzy.
yes, true. In everything, in walking and running. It's the thing about this movie is that the 4DX did enhance the viewing experience. The first time I had fun with it. The second time not so much. I have problems with the movie. Okay, it's a movie that follows Superman. Superman's already been revealed for about 3 years.
Spoilers.
This is all the beginning of the movie. Literally, right when the movie starts, there is a crawl that tells
Spoiler.
you the first metahuman was released three centuries ago. Then 30 decades ago, a alien from Krypton showed up, and then it's another 3 number that then he reveals himself as Superman. Then it just leads up to the fact that Superman loses his first fight.
And then Jim Carrey came out. With the-
Number 23.
Oh.
It's not
My bad.
3 centuries ago, the metahumans were revealed. Then 3 decades ago, a metahuman was sent from Krypton to Earth. 3 years ago, he was revealed to be Superman. And then it's like a crawl that just tells you kind of where it's at without giving you any of the Superman backstory. Then you get dropped into for the first time, Superman loses a battle. That, I think, was my biggest issue with this movie, is that Superman is made to seem weak. He loses almost he's like, he gets easily beaten up. And again, on the second,
So I don't see. I thought that was bothering me, but I had to think about it. So he's not the first metahuman, but since they already exist, it means they've already figured out they can hurt him. But it took 3 years, so people have been figuring it out for the past 3 years. We got to hurt him. There wasn't like the history behind his fights and his battles, whatever, already exists. So this is like there's a history. It's like seeing a fighter. It's like, oh, he has no weaknesses. Yeah, he does. He got hit, but this guy is getting hit. He doesn't feel a lot of things, but if you watch when he fights, he doesn't actually fight.
he throws punches. At that point, Superman is not really Superman. If you're telling me any metahuman can beat him up, the engineer should not be able to at least touch Superman punch-wise. Yes, I get the nanites or whatever, but the engineer should not be able to make his head jolt a little bit just by hitting him in the back of the head. There's things like Superman, they just made him not seem as strong as Superman is, like you've seen him in other movies, like the Christopher Reeve movies. Like it didn't look that way, that Superman was easily beaten. Not anyone can beat him. We got 5 of those movies. No, it was only until the last one, Nuclear Man, that somebody
4
like,
movies.
okay.
The Goner
wasn't there
cut
Superman 5?
doesn't count.
It took other Kryptonians or a nuclear man to hurt him. In this movie, anyone seems to be able to. It almost even seems like if the Green Lantern were to fight him, that even he could be able to hurt him. Right?
Guy Gardner, John Stewart.
Guy Gardner,
Ryan Reynolds.
the only one that matters. Deadpool.
Yeah.
Dope, but I felt like they underpowered Superman in this movie. They made him. They try to make him seem more relatable, right? Because if you would have put this Superman in like
Is that what it was?
I don't know. That's kind of what I felt. There's a lot of things like that. Yes, I know Superman is known all over the world, but kids nowadays don't read comic books. They don't go back and watch the old. You kind of have to give them some backstory, and this
Mhm.
movie did not give you any origin story for Superman other than the crawl at the beginning. I think for me, it did not allow me to emotionally connect with Superman. The only time you emotionally connect is because of Crypto. Crypto is the thing that makes you kind of emotionally connect to Superman being kind of human. Oh, he has a dog. That to me was just playing with people like that like animals. Other than that, like if they didn't have this, I really would not be emotionally connected to Superman or to any of the characters actually. I like certain characters in the movie. I thought there was standouts. Like Mr. Terrific was great. He
Mhm.
did not like the music they used for his beach fight scene.
The rehash, by the way, from Guardians.
Guardians from Suicide Squad. James Gunn is just doing the same thing he did. As much as people say, "Oh, he's trying to be separate to Marvel," he's bringing a lot of the Marvel
Stuff
he
that
did.
worked there,
Yeah.
but
It works here too.
if you're trying to build a new DC universe, you don't want to make it the same as a Marvel universe. You know what I mean?
Because there's too many stories too. I don't know if you start with Superman, but I feel like Superman is the story they told was like an in-between story of like where he wanted to start.
From what I
technically,
understand,
he started
he-
with Creature Commandos.
But-
Technically, for Peacemaker.
Oh, Peacemaker was still part of the last thing, but he was brought into this one. The new James Gunn DC started with Creature Commandos.
And I think Superman is the base. So he's planting that as a main thing and then trying to branch off from there.
I debase myself all the time, but it's all right.
Shows your palms.
Yay! Jazz hands.
Yeah, I think the movie has a fault with there's just too many. There's too many superheroes.
Yeah, there's
Right,
too many stories going on.
They don't even fulfill a lot of the things they tell you in the movie. Mutant toes. I still don't know what her toes look like.
Like
you
we were
can't-
yelling, we were going, "Show me the toes!"
You
Show me!
you can't
As
dangle
you
the
debase
carrot of
yourself.
calling. Yeah, you can't dangle the carrot of calling somebody mutant toes in a movie and not give us a payoff of what they actually look.
Like, what's the definition visually of mutant toes? Because you do there's probably gonna be some like the big toes a little bit smaller than the other one. It's like, oh, that's it. Come on.
Well,
If
in
she
the
had
movie,
webbed feet, it'd be different.
Jimmy Olsen says that it's like somebody spilled shrimp cocktail on the floor. Which still does. I want to see what he means
Is
by that.
it
Is
the
it toes?
toes shrimp?
I don't know. I would want to see it. There's a lot of things that aren't fulfilled.
Jimmy Olsen, what up?
He's
That
pulling.
dude,
He
that-
must have like a 10-inch dong.
Yeah, that guy's
He
packing
must have
some
came
heat.
out in 28 years later. He must have been that alpha.
I thought
That
that was
was-
stupid too. I thought it was stupid because
What,
it was
28 years
just.
later, that movie sucked.
I thought it was stupid because I think he put it in so that he could use it at the end, where that's the only reason the girl sends him all that information because she was so in love with him. It reminded me of the other guys,
Well,
Will Ferrell,
Oh.
like how all the women love him.
hey,
at
you
least
leave
there
Gator,
they
you leave Gator,
explain it.
you leave Gator alone. Don't make fun of Gator. Gator don't do nothing to you. Sorry.
Yeah.
At least they explain it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They give you explanation, and then it's just I think that's a big issue for me.
The
you don't
humor
really
was
get
lacking.
explained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the humor was lacking. What's that dude from SNL?
The humor was
Bennett?
lacking.
Beck Bennett.
Did you say the humor was lacking?
Yes.
I think he overdid it a little bit with the humor.
Well, that's what I'm.
Because- No, I mean lacking is just like it's not funny. Like
It
not
wasn't
enough.
funny at all. No, it wasn't funny at all. He was trying to be funny. Yes, you could tell he was trying to be funny. Like ridiculous scenes with the guy from SNL when the buildings are all falling apart before they get on the spaceship and
there's no
he's
seat.
running around. He was wearing that black t-shirt. I don't know his
Yeah.
name. But he's running around like, and I thought that was stupid.
He's overacting in that scene. There's just too
Yeah.
much. The best parts of the movie are the smaller things. Like the Mr. Terrific was great in the movie.
I like
The-
Lois.
I thought Lois is fine. I thought Hawk Girl was. There was no reason for Hawk Girl to be in the movie. Really
She's part
didn't
of
do
the-
anything.
She's part of the
Justice
Justice
Gang.
Gang.
Yeah, but really didn't do anything. Metamorpho, very small. All these things had small parts, but the fact that you have a Justice Gang story or Justice Society before it's Justice League or whatever they're going to be, it takes away from giving you more time to get connected to Superman. In the original movies or any other Superman story, you're connected to him through the parents. You have more time with him and his parents. I was
By the
waiting
way-
for the dad to die because
There
that's
you
what
go.
I'm used to. It's kind of weird to have a movie where Superman has both his mom and his dad, when typically in everything
apparently
that I've
it-
seen,
Apparently, there are comics that actually have the dad actually alive, and I was like, oh, I'm not used to that.
From what I was reading, this guy
You don't read?
Gunn based this Superman on the comics. So, and I think there's one specific comic that he used that he based it on. So that's where he got his story from. But he couldn't put it together right.
the
So
use of the Christopher Reeve music
Music.
too,
that was
you put it-
nostalgia bait.
you put it in there, but you're putting it in a movie that doesn't feel like the Richard Donner Superman movie.
And you
it-
can't
it's-
even compare this to that.
See, that movie knew how to tell a story, how to make you feel and connect to Superman. And in
Donner
this
was
one,
amazing.
and in this one, it's like, hey, this guy already exists. I'm not gonna tell you his origin, but you have to make sure you root for him, you feel for him, you need to emotionally connect with him. Me personally, I couldn't. Did I think the actor did a good? Did I think David Cornswet did he do a good job as Superman?
Sweat
Yeah,
he did a good
He-
job.
he
That's
did
his
a
name,
good job as
Cornswet?
Superman. Yeah, I didn't mind the way the suit looked, even though it hung off him a little bit. It was too
Yeah,
big.
it felt like it wasn't fitted, like a jacket on top of a shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor was good, but it
Better
it
than
was
Kevin
very,
Spacey.
It was
You
very
leave Kevin
thin.
Spacey alone.
No, but see, but Kevin Spacey was supposed to be Gene Hackman. He was
Yeah.
redoing the Gene Hackman stuff. Like Ozzy said, he wanted his Lex Luthor to have some sort of real estate scam. I didn't get that in this movie.
Isn't that the same as Superman Returns?
Yes.
But-
you get the
but-
same
but
motivation
the-
for Lex.
The late great Gene Hackman, his Luthor was always a real estate scam,
It's the same thing.
which is what I liked because he wasn't this big, powerful dude. He was a smart guy, but he wanted to outwit you and didn't really care. But all he wanted was real estate. And at
That's
the
where
end,
the money's
this is-
at.
I hate it when they try to be too nefarious and like, oh, I'm going to rule the world. No, he's just a criminal. An
This one, he
asshole
just wants
criminal.
to kill Superman, discredit Superman, get rid of him so he can do his real estate scams. That's it. That's all he wants. But I think Nicholas Holt did a good job, even though his role was very thin. It was very thin. I thought everyone said, oh, the twist. There is no twist in this movie. If you watch the movie from the very beginning, they tell you who Ultraman is.
Oh,
There is no twist there.
I thought we were talking about Lex because I think the most gangster part about Lex was when he played Russian roulette with that dude.
That
Oh.
was a whole accidental thing. Even then, he did a good job. You could feel the anger he had. He played it very well, but his character was written very thin. The thing about a villain is that they should have expanded his character, made people really want to hate him. Do something that is going to make you hate him, right? That why you want to root for Superman. They don't give you that here. He doesn't really do anything other than attack Superman, and then again, they kind of explain now there is no kryptonite on Earth, right? There is none. So how are you going to take down Superman if there is no kryptonite? Even other metahumans shouldn't be able to easily beat up Superman, break his ribs. He shouldn't have to worry about the engineer's blades. He
Man,
should just
that
be able to
bothers you so
smack
much.
him, like, because he's the Man of Steel. And this one, he kind of wasn't the Man of Steel. in that aspect. He just kept getting his ass whooped.
That's only good for Punisher, Batman. You can get your ass kicked the whole time. Superman, you need this scene where the bullet just bounces off his eye.
Inconsistencies.
And then you have Crypto, not voiced by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Missed opportunity.
They could have had him talk and have The Rock do the voice. Remember, he did the Secret Life of Super Pets or whatever that movie was called.
Super Pets or Secret Life?
I don't remember. It was Super Pets, something like it. What's the Superman dog movie? Yeah, I think the whole Crypto thing, again, it was just a ploy to make Superman feel more like, oh, he's more human. He's like, let's root for him. They took his dog. Right.
Wasn't he based on James Gunn's attitude with his dog?
No, he's based on Crypto, the super dog.
No, but the
The
actual
dog is based on James Gunn's dog, Ozu.
And I don't care. See, that's the thing. I didn't care about Crypto. Of course, you're
I
gonna care if
didn't- I
somebody
didn't, but I
beats
liked
up a
him.
dog.
It was a good addition. I
But it
guess
was just
because
a-
it needed something.
But then they kind of threw it away at the beginning, tell you, oh, it's a foster situation. Whose dog is it? It was only there. So at the end, you can get the cameo by, and spoilers, we said, Supergirl. Supergirl comes in. And I thought I thought her character
Party girl?
looked dumb. It's a party girl. You're giving me like Supergirl that's Paris Hilton, right? From the mid 2000s, Paris Hilton, right? That Paris, like you're getting that drunk Supergirl. Which makes no sense because she shouldn't be able to show up drunk because there's a yellow sun. So by the time she gets into Earth, she should have already been should have healed. The yellow sun should have taken her drunkenness away, so she should not have been drunk. But whatever, nitpicking. I think this movie.
How much exposure do you need to the sun to get your body back to
Well,
normal?
Superman.
Yeah, but he screamed like it was torture. Like
Yeah, but that was that second. She didn't have broken ribs. That's the thing. He showed up with broken ribs and all these fractures. The red sun is resetting all those broken bones. Even
Yeah,
if you're
didn't-
Superman, you should feel your bones resetting. I
So-
get it.
so
But
who was-
Supergirl coming drunk at the end, the yellow sun hit her. She should have instantly been sober.
So, who was the Harbor of Baravia?
Ultraman,
What was
Superman,
his clone?
not Bizarro, just a clone.
His clone, yeah. So,
Missed opportunity. It could have been Bizarro.
I
Could
mean,
have
still
turned
can't-
could
it still
turn out to be
can't-
Bizarro
still
later
can't-
in the future.
So, he got beat up by himself.
He beat himself
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
So
is
then
it
that's not gay.
So it's
No.
it's okay to get your ass kicked because you just beat you up. So he got beat up by him. So his ribs, I get it. It happens. You know, he was his own worst enemy. He gave himself his first L.
See, in the comic book, the only two things that should be able to beat up Superman should be
Lois.
should be another Kryptonian or anyone with magic. Magic can defeat Superman. Nanites shouldn't be able to
Are
hurt
you
him.
fucking telling me that, okay, another Kryptonian or a guy who's playing 3-card Monty? So Penn and Teller are going to go, ta-da, here's your card
No.
and hurt him.
So like Shazam, Black
Only
Adam,
Penn
these
is gonna
guys
say
that are
ta-da.
like anyone who has magical powers, not a magician.
Because David Copperfield must be evil.
Not a magician again. I'm not talking about magicians. I'm talking about people that
Maybe
actually have
right.
magical powers.
Yeah, I might not be wrong on that one.
Right? That's in the comic book. You typically those are the only people that can beat up Superman. Anyone, even with a cup, can hit him and like make a move. See, I'm really
Man,
gonna stick to that.
what is it with that scene?
It bothers me so much. I know that originally he blinked when the cup hit him, and they did it in the trailer and then removed it. But even then, if you watch the movie, the cup hits him and his head goes like that a little bit, like that. It
You mean
shouldn't
he's-
happen. His head moves like this. It bounces. It
walking.
shouldn't happen. Whatever. It shouldn't happen. I'm saying I thought the movie as a summer movie was fine. I had fun with it the first time I saw it in 4DX because it felt like I was in a 2-hour long roller coaster, right? And it was a lot of fun. The second
Yeah,
time
my hip was the other one.
when I got to sit down and watch the movie in a non 4DX theater, it wasn't as good. You see what James Gunn went for, and I get it. I'm not gonna tell an origin story. I'm gonna just drop him down already, and you're just gonna have to go with it. But I just couldn't invest in the Superman, get attached to any of the characters. I liked certain characters, but overall, this movie was okay. It wasn't, for me, it's still not as good as Man of Steel. Even Man of Steel is darker, and it's definitely not as good as a Christopher Reeve, Richard Donner Superman. But this Superman movie is fine. It's okay. It didn't hit the points that I wanted it to hit, and it made some changes that I'm not happy with.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it at all. There was too many things that not nitpicking, but there was too many things that didn't make sense. Even like I thought were ridiculous, like the kaiju fight, and then all the people are standing at the bottom just recording. I didn't understand.
When you told me watch the little girl from the trailer, the one that Superman saves when the kaiju hits,
Tanks.
she's just standing there,
Floor,
running away,
kicking the floor.
yeah,
like
she's just playing around in the middle of a kaiju.
Yeah,
That's a giant
stupid.
monster,
I
and
have-
she's not looking up at it. She's just
No.
like playing hopscotch.
I have an answer. It's
Uh,
because kids are stupid. They don't care.
and it was just like he added things so that they would look cool.
It didn't further the story.
But did
No,
it look
man.
cool?
No, it didn't.
It looked cool.
It
Still,
looks
no, like,
stupid.
if you watch it again, it really looks dumb.
Watch
There's a
the
giant kaiju
trailer.
battle, and the little girl's right in the middle, just standing there kicking the floor, and then Superman has to come save her. I thought that was, yeah. And then I get the whole social media thing. There's aspects I like the relationship between Superman and Lois. It's fine. There's just not enough of it for me to invest too much. People like that they're making out. I'm like, okay, cool. That's not what it's about. You have to build that emotional core there. I didn't feel that there was an emotional core between them either. This whole thing was super rushed for me to the point where I was like, okay, well, in none of it could I invest. Did I
Okay.
like parts of it? Yes.
I like Perry White.
Not
I
enough
like
of it.
Yeah, no, but it's a background, situation. It's not really a big deal. I like Lois because she seemed like an actual like she was really like
You like
it-
Cat
it-
Grant.
Huh?
You like Cat Grant.
I mean, who doesn't? Come on,
That's true.
we're both like, damn.
Mhm.
Everything's coming out. What? Jimmy? What? No, but I like Lois because she reminded me of Margot Kidder,
She did
And-
kind of have that look.
and if I felt like I could deal with that. That was actually good. It made me feel like she wasn't just some damsel.
They didn't put her in any situation that she needed to be saved. That's the
She
thing.
Because-
was tough, like Margot Kidder. Yeah, I
Because
They
agree.
didn't put-
Lex. Remember, Lex said, "I'm gonna go after a reporter that you interview with all the time."
Clark Kent.
Yeah. By the
Doesn't
way,
matter.
the whole thing of
They,
the glasses.
they explained the hypno glasses that
Mhm.
Superman wears is not just a disguise; it's a
How-
hypnotic glasses.
how Guy Gardner is kind of an idiot too.
He's a dick and he's an idiot.
He's
He's
a-
full of
Oh,
himself.
so you know he's Clark Kent.
Yeah,
It's like-
a lot of the interplay that they had was played for humor. Some of it hit, but I feel like the humor didn't need to be that much in this movie. They shouldn't have tried to make everything a joke.
Okay, the emotional moment where him and Lois are talking, and the fights in the background, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, see, but it didn't
But
need that.
it took away from that moment they were having.
It takes
Oh,
away from it. I
funny.
get it. When people are laughing more at that versus listening to the conversation they're trying to have, where Superman is coming to terms with the fact that he was sent to rule over, and he's having that conflict because he lost his identity. Technically, he lost who he thought he was supposed to be. I get it, but you're undercutting that by having that monster kaiju comedy battle in the back with a giant baseball bat.
Mhm.
So funny. We were watching, just laughing our heads off. going,
Yeah. Yeah, I was
No.
laughing, but
Yeah.
again,
I
the
didn't
second
laugh.
watch, you see
was
kind of
just-
what the problem is.
I was just shaking my head the whole time.
And then the very end, when he's healing and they show him pictures of the video of his family, and they cut to the Earth family, not Bradley Cooper. By the way, I
It's
kind
just
of
all those Guardian of the Galaxy cameos.
those are all people he works with all the time.
Mm-hmm. Rooker and what's the Asian girl from Guardians? They're voicing the robots.
He just brought them in. I think overall, I would say this movie it's fine. It's not horrible. It's not great. It just didn't feel like Superman to me.
It's just a
But-
plain old superhero movie.
It's Marvel's version of Superman.
Superman,
That's what
yeah.
it felt like. It didn't feel like it had its own identity. It didn't feel like it had anything. It felt like it was taking from a lot of other things. But if you
Yeah.
guys saw Superman, let us know what you guys thought in the concept. Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys see anything that we didn't notice? Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Era.
We'll see you guys next time.